Hello and welcome to CLMB's Cracked Knuckle Productions. My name is Chris, and this is Project Weyard. In my last video, I showed you all how I went about creating and organizing the layers that will be used for this project's topographical map. You'll notice that I started in Indra near the city of Madra. I chose this location as the starting point because it offers a diverse range of geographical and physical features, including its proximity to mountains, rivers, beaches, trees, and roads. Also, Madra is situated near an ocean and is somewhat isolated from other areas of interest, making it an ideal spot for me to test out various map-making techniques. Now, if you are planning to create your own topographical styled map from scratch, might I suggest starting from the top or highest elevation and working downwards. By drawing the highest points of your mountain ranges first, as is seen near the 30-second mark of this video, you'll do two things. First, you'll be ensuring that your layers are correctly ordered, and you'll be able to more readily appreciate your progress as everything becomes visible. It's a method I personally like and recommend. However, for a majority of this project, I haven't been following the top-down approach because I've already outlined the footprint of all the mountain ranges in the fourth video of this series. Therefore, I need to maintain all the higher layers within these boundaries. It's really up to your personal preference, but I do like and recommend at least trying out this method. If you do, let me know your thoughts and results. One of the main objectives of this video is to create and depict the areas of land that are at sea level. Now, some of the choices I make for these sea level areas are arbitrary and don't have a specific basis. However, I feel that including these arbitrary choices adds another level of detail to the map, enhancing its overall richness. And since we are on the topic of sea level, this got me thinking. With Weyard being flat, players will eventually discover that much of the ocean's waters are simply falling off the edge of the world. So, how does this affect the world? In the game, we see that a number of NPCs, both on the Apogee Islands as well as those up in the northern reaches, are worried by the fact that Weyard is shrinking day by day and are certain that if things continue as it is, will eventually lead to the destruction of the world. As for me, the question I had was, are the ocean's water levels at the time of the Lost Age rising or diminishing, or even remaining constant? I'd argue, and I'm no expert on the subject, that the sea levels are nearly constant, but slowly decreasing. In my mind, these receding sea levels might explain one of the major differences between the maps of Weyard in Lumeria and the one you have in the game, the islands. If the water levels are slowly diminishing, all the underwater mountain ranges would start to emerge. This might also explain why so many of the coastlines are made up of cliffs and why many rivers end in waterfalls. Now, this geographic attribute of river mouths emptying into the ocean via waterfall is not unheard of in the real world, but is often an exception. Alright, thank you for taking the time to watch, and I hope this has been enjoyable and perhaps even insightful. As we near the end of this video, I hope you can better envision how things will look as I near the finish line. As I finish up work on Indra, let me share with you some news. The next 3 installments have already been recorded. However, I might not be doing a whole lot of narration for them, as I'm expecting the birth of my next child any day now, and my little office/studio will be used as their bedroom for some time. That said, please feel free to write and discuss what you found interesting in this video or previous ones, as well as your thoughts on the Golden Sun games in general. As always, happy world building and blessings.